congratulations to this wonderful new album.
You heard it already?
Multiple times. And
what do you think?
I was certain you would deliver an excellent record, but it was such a big surprise, totally for me, because you have so many different facets and intricacies on this album. The production is wonderful, and it seems like everybody in your band has put in more than 100%. You know, like 200% at each instrument, and your vocals are overwhelmingly awesome. It's amazing, the album, really.
Thank you. That's great to hear.
Cool.
I only today is the first time I hear from people. That I hear the opinion from people because I don't know. Everyone that heard the album also played on it, or so today is the first time that people from out of my familiar area that tell me what they think of the album. So that's
okay.
pretty fucking interesting.
Yeah, and how was the reception so far? I think good, right?
Yes, but they have to be nice to me, otherwise I don't continue with the interview, obviously. So.
Okay, then I will try to be as nice as I can. Okay, let's just start out if you like. First question for me would be how strong was the pressure or the expectation you had while writing the songs and recording this new album after such a highly praised debut record with Here, Now, There, Then? Did that influence you at all, or did you just let the creative energies flow freely and uncompromised and just enjoyed writing the new songs?
Mm-hmm. Well, I never think of this while I'm writing the song, because I think if you think too much about what people think of it, it will block your creative process.
Yeah.
So I try to avoid it as much as possible, or thoughts of like, oh, does this sound too much like this? Does it sound too much like this? I just want to keep going until there's a song, and then I will, in hindsight, I will reflect on it. Like, is this good? And then we'll see. But normally I'm really insecure about everything that I write. But once I had enough songs and I put together all the songs, I was so proud of it already, and we hadn't even recorded yet. I was already so proud of the demos, and I was really, confident that this was really good.
That's great. That's awesome.
Yes, this is the first time for me, so that's kind of new.
Yeah. Great. That's great. So all the songs were basically composed by you in the first place, and then you put it together with the band.
Most of the album I wrote. I made some demos, and I had a kind of idea where I wanted to go. But then a lot, just like the last record, a lot came together in the rehearsal room, where everybody puts their personal ideas in, the rhythm section. They make up some nice stuff together, and then Nick starts writing guitar solos, and which brings me to new ideas, and we all infect each other with new ideas. So the songs really come to life in the rehearsal room.
Great. So it starts out at home at your place, I think, at nightly sessions, or so you just sit at night and compose, and then in the rehearsal room everybody joins in. Yeah, something like that. I mean, I'm most creative at night, so I write a lot of stuff when I'm alone. It's kind of an isolated process, and sometimes I feel like a monk. But, stuff has to come out, and I think the only way you can create is to isolate yourself from the rest of the world. Otherwise, okay.
Well, for me, it works that way.
Yeah.
And then but last album we didn't know what we want to sound like yet, because we never tried before. We just experimented a lot, and now with this album, we know what works and we know what we want to try, and I think we got some sense of identity over the past couple of 3 years, because we played a lot and know each other better now on a personal level and on a musical level as well, and we really grew into some sort of like symbiotic organism together.
So it's important for you too that your bandmates are more than just musicians that play with you. You need this connection.
Yeah, and I feel that we have this connection.
Yeah.
I mean, we are very intimate. It's almost incestuous in a way.
Yeah, but it works out, especially live, and I think it shows seeing you perform live, and if you listen to this album, you get the vibe that this is not just some people playing together. You know, there's a bit more to it. At least it feels to me like this.
Yeah, and you can hear it on the album too. Everyone's really enthusiastic to go.
Yeah,
you know,
definitely.
to put energy in the band and to go places and to make this happen. So, yeah.
Yeah, speaking of the album, I must say I really love the warm sound and the production of the album, and I think it gives more room to your vocals without pushing the others into the background. And I just wanted to know how were the recording sessions this time. I read that you recorded in Def Studios in Malmedy in Belgium, and you went to Stockholm to Cobra and that sound studio.
Yeah, we recorded in. We recorded most of the basses in Def Studios in Malmedy, which is like in the Ardennes, because we were looking for a studio, you know, in the forest or, you know, in nature, and this was a good studio.
Okay.
Like, which has a really big live room for the drums.
Great.
You know, so that's really big, and the rest I like some extra guitars and vocals and keys and percussion and stuff like that. I recorded in Kony's studio in Studio Cobra in Stockholm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how was it to work with the producers, with Martin Ehrenkrona and Markus Lindberg? I read that they also did the Last Tribulation record, which I also really love.
Yeah.
Did
you know, I mean, it's hard. It's always hard work, you know. But they knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
And you can hear it in the result. I mean, it sounds really
amazing,
thick and lavish and luxurious, and it was exactly the sound I was looking for. And you know, they made it happen.
Yeah. Did you record it live, or at least the guitar and rhythm, or did you record every instrument separately?
Depending on each song is different in this way. We always recorded the bass and drums together.
Yeah.
But, sometimes we played with an extra guitar, or in the case of Dust and Shadow, we recorded the whole thing live with everyone.
Great.
So that was pretty magical and pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, I believe so. For me, it all sounds like. It doesn't sound like, you know, separate layers or tracks being put together afterwards. It really has this live feeling without sounding shitty or anything. It really works together. So, yeah, interesting. That was cool. Now coming to the album title, Summerland. What is the Summerland? Is it the There Then of your debut album's title?
Maybe not. It's a good question, though, Sascha. But it's I've been reading a lot. Like on the last album, I read a lot about I don't know, the mythology and folk tales and stuff like that. I mean, like a song like Oenagot is based on old Irish folklore story.
Yeah.
And with Summerland, I've been reading a lot about heaven and hell and about duality. You know, Dante's Inferno or Orfeo et Eurydice, and also like this book, What Dreams May Come, by Richard Matheson. Which is kind of a modern continuation of Dante's Inferno, or like this old Greek mythology, but with a bit of a hippie pagan kind of view on it. And then I came across the term Summerland, which is a pagan term for heaven, basically. But it is decorated. Heaven in this Summerland is decorated in a way that fits you, and not the way religion sees it, or not the way God creates heaven, or the church creates heaven, but it's the way that you create heaven with all your lusts and all your, I don't know, expectancies and your sense of beauty and whatever the fuck it is that you want.
Yeah.
And I thought that was kind of magical, but I also thought, why the fuck will I wait until I'm dead?
Yeah.
I want heaven right here, right now. And that started, had me thinking, like, this is something that I want to explore further into this album.
Okay.
What makes me feel, what is heaven to me here? How do I invoke heaven in this earthly being?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm amazed that you read Dante's Inferno. I must have been quite a lot of work to read that.
It's a pill.
Well, I also read the book What Dreams May Come on Sunday, and I know there was a movie about it, but I never saw that. And one theme of the book, it's not only about this death and afterlife and reincarnation thing, but in the book there's also this concept of a soulmate and this eternal love, and that these souls go through so many incarnations and sometimes finding each other again in different incarnations, but others never find them and feel incomplete without them. So my question would be, if you relate to this concept of the book also, that you are still searching, wandering, as in all those who wander are Dool,
Yeah. To find someone, or...
Yeah, to find this. In the book, this guy who dies, he is in Summerland and he loves it there, and he likes that he can do everything with his mind and that it's such a great place, but he still decides to leave it and go to hell and try to be with his wife, and when she kills herself and everything. So I thought maybe that would also be a concept that influenced you, or was it just the thing that you just discussed with heaven on earth, and that you want this Summerland right here?
But this is not something that I really that really comes back into the album, apart from the song God Particle, where I write about in the lyrics where I write about some interconnectedness with a person, even though this person is on the other side of the world. Where you can literally feel someone's hands on your body, even though they're not here. So I think that's the closest that you get on this on this bit. But no, I don't think I don't believe in being complete in someone else. I believe in being complete in myself.
In yourself, right?
Yes, and everyone else that comes after is just bonus.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Thank you. Then let me just browse through my questions here. So I think you already said that you're content with yourself, but I still in the novel there's also this topic that people from Summerland can influence people on Earth creatively. So, but I think you don't feel like that your creativity comes from somewhere else. I think it comes from within yourself, right?
Well, this is interesting because I feel that creativity comes partly from energy as well, and where energy comes from, I don't know, or where collective memory is, or where us as human beings, we're not as evolved or powerful as we think we are. I mean, I believe there's a lot more to explore. That that is now in the school books or whatever. That is like modern technology or modern fashion, something like this. I think there's more, and there has been more explored about this, and there will be more to be explored about this. But I don't think that creativity comes solely from myself. I think it comes from many places, including my own memory and my own experience, but also something that I cannot grasp. The birthplace of melody. I don't know where it is. But maybe it is Summerland. I don't know.
You cannot never know for sure, right? Yeah,
But
thanks.
this is exactly what the whole album is about. Like this whole magical place where everything, lives and dies, and where everything is good and ecstatic.
Yeah.
That's what the album is about.
Yeah, okay.
So.
Cool. I just only saw the front cover artwork, and I read that you spent some time with your friend Nona Limon in Iceland, and I just would like to know how long did it take you till you had this final shot of this cloudy escape with a church or temple or whatever it is in the background?
Nona works in her own time, in her own ways. I was just there to, escort her and support her a little bit. And she has a long process of creativity.
Yeah.
And I don't know how. Yeah, she did it in her own time until I said like, this is it.
Yeah.
Which is obviously inspired by her previous work, which she did with clouds and smoke. And, this led me to ask her to make the artwork for the album.
Yeah.
But in the end, we went to Iceland to shoot more artwork, like additional artwork for the special edition.
Yeah.
Also in the Summerland theme and in the spaceless, timeless theme of the afterlife. And she did a great exploration with that, and you can see that in the bonus, the special edition.
Yeah.
Actually.
I'm really curious about that, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a beautiful book. I haven't seen it yet because it's still in production, but it promises to be fucking beautiful. So
great.
Really looking forward to hold that in my hands.
Yeah, me too. One thing about the general atmosphere that the album produced in me whilst listening, I think you are also a movie nerd, and the first time I listened to the album, I didn't really know about this book, Where Dreams May Come. So the first thing I had in mind when listening to the songs were, a drifting camera on a big cinema screen sweeping across fields and mountains and lakes and glass forests or whatever. And I think it's kind of a cineastic album because everything opens up wide and broad, and your vocals are so varied this time, and the guitars seem to soar and flitter in the heat, kind of, and there are these interesting rhythmic choices and folk-like passages, acoustic stuff. And sometimes this atmosphere reminded me of a movie, The Reflecting Skin with Viggo Mortensen. I don't know if you know that movie.
No, haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's also it plays in summer and is full of blazing colors, but it's really gloomy and dark on the inside. And yeah, I don't know, I just want to know if you are also kind of influenced by special movies or other art besides novels or your own experiences. Is there such a thing, or?
Well, not really. For this album, not really that I can put my finger on it. Like this is a movie I got inspired by or something. It's just that these books that I already told you about have been main influence actually, and my own experiences. So yeah, I'm afraid I have to disappoint you in this one.
Oh, no problem. No, I'm not disappointed at all.
Okay.
It was just the first reaction I had. And some of the songs I think are also a bit critical of us humans and humanity as a whole, because in Be Your Sins you sing, the cards lay open, the die is cast, we're at a point of no return, it's in our nature, it's in our blood, and it seems like a direct reference to this endless cycle of warfare that follows humanity from the beginning of our existence, and could also relate to problems like current disasters like this climate crisis and whatever. Is that, am I right with this assumption, or am I completely off the point?
You are right, but I don't want to be like very, I don't want to point fingers in any way. It's just like, how do I see this,
Yeah.
I have to go to my next interview now.
Yeah.
But, sorry.
It's no problem. I don't want to keep you, and thanks a lot for all the interesting answers.
It's good to talk to you. Are you at Roadburn?
I will be at Roadburn, of course. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to it totally.
Cool. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting with a new guitar player too, Omar.
Yeah, that would have also been a question of mine. How did you find him and so on? I don't want to keep you, so I'm really looking forward.
Yeah, but he's a great guy, and he's already like
part of the family.
Sorry? Yeah, he's already like part of the family. Like, you know, first he was a friend, and then we thought, oh, maybe we should ask him.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting, but you know, yeah, he's also full of energy, and I'm really looking to make something out of this. So,
great.
yeah,
Awesome. Yeah, well then, Ryanne, many thanks for the interview, and have a nice day. And I'm looking forward to Roadburn and seeing you guys play again.
Yes. Thank you for the interview, Sascha, and for the kind words.
Yeah,
I was hoping you would love the album.
Yeah, I love it with all my heart. It's really excellent.
Cool.
Thank you.
We'll see each other. We'll see each other a lot more later this year.
Yeah, I hope so. Bye.
Okay. Cool. Bye. Have a nice day.
Yeah, you too.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Cheers.